Well, I've led people to Jesus now by sharing how I fell back into Jesus from Scientology. Just because of the love that he showed me. It's not about us. But I can't fix you, but I know someone who can. His name is Jesus. Would you like to know him? Right? It's simple, but it's communication. It's listening.
All of us have a story. And I just really appreciate your vulnerability and sharing your journey to Christ and being so open that I did some really bad things and I got involved in a cult. When we look at scripture, we see the people that God used mightily did terrible things. We think
Oh
of
my
David
God.
saw another man's wife bathing, had
Cheater.
sex with her, then once she got pregnant, killed her husband. You look at the apostle Paul who killed Christians. You look
Yeah.
at Moses who killed somebody. Those stories in scripture really show us something, that people who did some things that were terrible, God used them mightily, but we saw their story. And I think it's so
Amen.
beautiful that you share your story because it gives a lot of people courage. Where do you see your role transitioning now that you're being so willing, and thank God, to share your story in such a vulnerable way and probably some embarrassing details that you probably never want anybody to know?
I love that I get to share my testimony. I love that I get to be vulnerable because it keeps me humble. I did have a lot of narcissism within the cults and the practices in the Hollywood that I was involved in, because you're in an area that lifts you up for loving yourself.